Okay, hi guys. So as some of you requested, I'm going to shoot a little demo here of the GT-1 plugged into my Marshall amplifier, as I showed in the basic setup video. And the way I have this GT-1 connected right now is that I've taken the left mono output here, and it's running into my Marshall over here, into the return of the effects loop of the amplifier. And this kind of setup is basically going to enable me to use the preamps from the GT-1 and just using the Marshall speaker cabinet as my monitor, or some sort of, studio monitor. And I'm going to take you through a couple of basic sounds and effects that I use, and I just hope that the sound comes across, so you guys get a feel, or you can hear what I'm hearing. And it's not the camera that is recording the audio. I have the Marshall mic'd up with a nice microphone and running it into my sound card over here and just recording into Cubase. So I reckon that the sound is hopefully going to be good. So I'm just going to set up a quick patch here so I can show you, and then I'll be back, guys. Okay guys, so I'm back here, and I've set everything up, and now we're basically ready to hear what the GT-1 sounds like through the return of any given amplifier that have an effects loop. And you can do this with any amplifier that has an effects loop, a return on its effects loop. So the first patch that I'm going to use here is a patch where I've selected the clean twin as my amplifier. And before I was kind of noodling around a little with the speaker type, because as some of you might know, I like to change the speaker type in the GT-1 here from the original to the 2x12" speakers. And I was just kind of thinking, but hey, I'm basically running a speaker cabinet right now over here where my Marshall is. So I just tried to turn the speaker cabinets off in the GT-1 here, and try to run it with the 2x12, which I like, and there's not really that much of a variation in sound. So but for now I've just turned off the speaker modules here, because I have a 1/12" speaker in the Marshall here, but you can basically dial in any type of speaker you like here in the GT-1, and it's not going to sound that different. So I just thought that I would say that. Okay, so I've set it up with the clean twin with the cabinets turned off. I have the effects 2 running as a chorus. I have a little bit of analog delay on, set to 400 milliseconds, and I have a little bit of reverb too, plate reverb, and it basically sounds like this. So as you can hear here, it's a nice, lush, chorusy sound. You can play everything with it almost. A patch like this I would probably use for something like a police tone, or maybe a Prince tone. Roxanne by the Police, for example. So something like that. Or maybe that, you know, famous chord from Purple Rain by Prince. So basically something like that, and that's mostly what I would use my, you know, kind of my clean chorusy patches for. Then if I turn off the chorus right now and I add in a stump box, I like to add in the T-scream, which I think sounds really nice for basically any kind of, you know, rock, classic rock, or anything in between there. So the drive is just set at 50 and the level is set at 50. Yeah, you can kind of hear what that sounds like. So a nice crunchy sound for, yeah, mostly rhythm is what I use it for, and basically that tube screamer there is going to be mostly my main overdrive pedal that I use here, but you can always change it to something like the clean boost pedal, for example. So I'm just going to play a little example here with the boost pedal turned off, so it's just clean. And here is with the boost pedal engaged. So that clean boost just adds in a little bit of, you know, extra fatness to the tone. At least that's what I'm hearing here. But if we go back to the T-scream here, I like to add in a boost for when I have to do solos, and the way I basically do that is by assigning my GT-1 here to do what's called OD solo, and you'll find that by pressing the memory edit button and scrolling till you see CT1, and you're going to press enter, and you're going to set the function as OD solo, and it's basically the very first assign. I believe that by default it's actually set to preamp solo, but if you have a clean preamp, that solo boost isn't really going to do any good for you. So you just have to scroll down once and you see only solo. When I have the T-screen engaged here, I'm just going to bump up the reverb a little bit. And I'm just going to play here with the boost off, so you can hear what that sounds like. Okay, so with the boost now engaged, I'm just going to strum a chord and then pressing the effect so you can hear what it sounds like. Okay, so you get a sound of how that basically comes out. I just found that that little extra boost there and a little bit added to the mid is what I'm hearing here, and it's all by default, just assigning it to the OD solo switch. It's just, it comes in really handy. Yeah. I don't believe that there's any more to it than that, basically. I really hope that the sound comes across here, also at a volume where you guys can hear it, because we've tried a couple of different setups here, and I basically just hope that everything is as it's supposed to. So yeah, for my clean patches I mainly use the clean twin, and I might add some delays and reverb, compression, depending on what I need. And if I need a clean chorus sound, I would just add in the chorus. Depending on how much chorus I will need, I would just, you know, adjust the effects level. For clean patches, going to dirty patches, I usually just kick in the overdrive section as the T-scream or the boost if I need just, you know, that little bit of extra on the edge of breakup kind of sound for a clean amp. And the rest is the T-scream clone or model here that is just going to give me that extra rhythm sound for when I need a little bit of grit. And yeah, as I said, the solo boost, maybe add in a little bit more reverb and a couple of delays to get it all in there. Yeah, so that's basically all there is to it. So guys, I'm gonna cut it here, and I will probably see you guys next time. So until then guys, bye for now.